You are the slime, the filth, the wretches of society. You are what Sith Lords scrape off their boots. I don't know why the Sith Empire even bothers with you, miserable curs. They'd be wiser to give you shovels and have you dig your own graves.
Oh, Harkon. Good to see you haven't changed one bit.
Well, well, my lord. I certainly never expected to see you again. I was just preparing these new slaves for their imminent death. Are you here for an apprentice, or were you just feeling nostalgic?
I'm certainly not here to see you.
Still as prickly and arrogant as ever, eh, slave? I mean, my lord. Thanaton had the sense to pass up this cancerous lot, so they're yours if you want them. This worm is Sephiroth. They found him in a Hutt's palace, crushing prisoners' heads for the Hutt's entertainment.
Steve Pamuhu Mwaga.
Shut up, slave. You don't talk directly to a Lord of the Sith unless she asks it. This beady-eyed monstrosity is Argog. Don't know where on a cat-hound's backside he's supposed to come from.
Striker Draga Stolfreaking and Kailaha.
Sorry, what was that? Can't understand a word it says. This gangly creature is Jackson. He's no Sith, but he's at least human. And this bone-faced one, well, I can't pronounce whatever gibberish he says he's called. We call him Zalek.
Master.
Don't let him fool you. Too wild for his own good. There were 2 others, but we made the mistake of leaving them alone with Zalek.
I caution you against choosing favorites, Harkon. I will check in often.
You may check back as you please. I don't expect it to take too long to chew through this bunch. What are you staring at, wretches? You know your trial. Now go!
I trust our friend Harkon is doing well. If your business is finished on Korriban, it's time we looked for another spirit to bind.
Tell me about this ghost.
We think what Andronicus has heard is true. A Republic transport crashed over Hoth about a year ago. It was carrying artifacts from a Sith tomb that the Jedi had confiscated.
Confiscated is the perfect euphemism, isn't it?
A Sith is in no place to judge. The Jedi never recovered the transport. I don't like the idea of binding the dead like this, but if you have to, I'd start looking for that transport.
I hope you found some more information on this ghost business, Andronicus.
Look, I've been doing some digging around, and by all accounts, this stuff is more messed up than Tatooine. Pirates run this place, though the Empire and the Republic have dared to move in of late. Still, ships don't land here. The cold is part of it, but there are other rumors. The kind you'd ignore if you had sense.
Great. You brought me here to chase rumors.
Ripanay Sintaino, Usa Banja Frauja, Boa Mainon Anafilans.
There was a light freighter out of Yavin 4, Star Runner, disappeared over this place. Reported some strange happenings before it did. It was a smuggler vessel loaded full of ancient junk from Yavin's tombs. If I wanted to catch a ghost, I'd start asking after that ship.
This looks like an excellent opportunity to continue your training, Ashara.
I'm ready, Master.
Hollow Chatter says the Empire's operating on this ice block, so you might try using your new Lord of the Sith authority. Careful, though. Place is crawling with pirates, and they aren't all as nice as me.
Ungas I've no Jape Sitlos Fraudnos Jus Jape Reika Jape.
Is this another one of your nightmares?
Jalaika Jaan Bar. In Pamalhap Fralat Forte Fuima Alaisos Kaskaf Tais. Ababarna Habens, Glaubena, Ni in Usakwai, Usiterens Apipao.
It's no use arguing with you when you get like this. Let's go.
My Tais is.
I'm realizing there's a lot I don't understand about the Empire.
Are you having second thoughts?
It's hard to see good in an empire that thinks of non-humans as nothing more than slaves.
The Empire is a meritocracy. Those that can rise to the top. The inferior fall behind.
It doesn't sound as if merit has anything to do with it. I just wonder. The original Sith weren't human. It's a contradiction.
One look in the mirror and you'd understand.
You don't believe that. You just couldn't resist a cheap joke. Jedi aren't supposed to be vain, but I think I'm pretty enough.
I'm looking for a ship called the Star Runner.
My lord, truly an honor and a surprise. I'm afraid no ships have landed on Hoth in ages, unless it's a crash. Actually, the name Star Runner sounds familiar. If I may ask, what do you need the ship for? You're here on Darth Thanaton's behalf, naturally.
The Star Runner was, shipping artifacts that belonged to him.
Strange. The vessel, I recall, was a Republic ship. Star Runner. Blast. Your ship crashed years ago. It's buried under a few tons of snow by now. Your best bet? No. Give me a few months to get a recovery team on it.
A Sith does what a Sith wants.
Well, I mean, there's an Imperial Reclamation Service team you could take command of, if you wanted. It's just, the lieutenant in charge is a little odd. Too much time digging in tombs, you understand.
I hope you plan to elaborate.
They say Lieutenant Talos Drellick is very particular about his work, takes it extremely seriously. I'm afraid I can't call Lieutenant Drellick. The weather on Hoth is bad for communications. The team's way out in the waste searching for some mythical Sith temple on Hoth of all places. Good luck, my lord.
Travel route is confirmed.
Honestly now, what do you two think?
And those eyes. I didn't think this planet could get any colder until I caught one of them staring at me.
I don't know, I find their women rather exotic.
Unless you want to wake up with a knife in your back, I'd stay away from that lot.
I need the rest.
Nandin Quipans.
Entering Storehouse 0026. Antiquities, Tulak Horde era.
Patay kuibanist. Ni fragais fraujan. Kupainana. Hausaip, sai uren sa sayans, du sayan fraua.
This is too much of a coincidence.
Panasips, swe quiquai in baba, fervao urerip. Rifle atraus.
Note to self. If my apprentice's Deshad fails to submit after the transfer, the bones of Tulak Horde could prove a useful bargaining chip.
Daupanais and Niman.
What are you waiting for? Take them and let's get out of here.
Afhinamnen. Ja uste ans alfrast no job. Diabulus afstop fara. Anso wilok gardos. Zogi inagangan gisar faur ises.
They're just bones.
Elion dandans atin se lapto. Iswis dudalai lotais wahaisen. Anso wilok gardos. Zogi inagangan gisar faur ises.
I'm so sick of hearing about Tulak Horde.
Ustag nida pana eipa brigandan in puidangar. Afwadni.
Ah, that's better. I can think so much more clearly now. Thank you.
One more trick like this, and you'll be punished.
I promise I'll be a good girl from now on. This is my storehouse. You may have anything here you want. Now, let's go back to the ship, shall we? I don't know how long Kem will be weakened, and I have lots of reading to catch up on.
White Wojans.
I follow you.
We're close, boys. We'll find that temple, I can feel it. Rogers, no cutting corners. Don't forget the salt. Salt's not the best solution, but it's the only thing that doesn't freeze out here, and solid footing is a must.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Talos Drellick of the Imperial Reclamation Service.
My lord, I am honored. I heard you single-handedly unearthed artifacts of the great Tulak Horde. I'm a Naga Sadar man myself, but I'd love to compare notes. What brings you to Hoth, and how may I be of service?
I heard that a ship carrying artifacts from Yavin 4 went down over Hoth.
A ship. Not usually our line, but let's hear it. Maybe we can help. A bit new for the Reclamation Service, but artifacts. And a ghost. I've heard that the dead talk down in the tombs, but to see one, oh, I wonder if it'd be possible to make a hollow image.
I imagine it would depend on the light.
Yes, darker would be better. Engineer Sorrel, do we have any probes that aren't frozen solid?
Shalora works as good as any in these conditions, sir. She may not look like much, but she's got heart.
If my guess is correct, the captain would have launched a distress beacon before the crash, which would give us a line on the ship.
Trust me, I'll take care of it.
Excellent. I've triangulated out a rough area where I think the beacon would have landed. My boys and I are going to shift camp. Try to get a better communication setup going, but let us know if you find anything.
Take it easy.
This is Captain Quellen of the Star Runner. SOS. I repeat, SOS. We're caught in Hoth's gravitational pull and falling fast. Strange events date back 2 weeks. Yavin 4 artifacts, believed to be the source. Something has taken control of the ship. To whomever finds this message, burn this vessel. Don't look inside. Don't touch it. Burn it.
Lieutenant Drellick really is something else. Could find a wampa hair in a snowdrift, I bet.
It still doesn't tell me where the ship is.
No, but we have a bearing from the beacon launch, and those tracks. Somebody beat us to this thing. Lieutenant, sir, we found the beacon, but no ship. There's some light tracks, though. Appear to be a few days old.
Have Shalora zoom in, Sorrel. I've been studying alien tracks since I was old enough to know a Twi'lek from a Toccata. Ortolan. I'd know them if they were 6 days old and covered in jam. Those are Ortolan tracks.
What's an Ortolan?
A cold-weather type of alien who've made their homes on Hoth. Usually peaceful, until recently. It looks like those Ortolans dug something up. Possibly a clue to the ship's location. Sorrel, where's the nearest Ortolan camp?
It's a ways beyond the next outpost, but the tracks look headed in the right direction.
Well, might be time to put on your best diplomatic face, my lord. Ortolans don't like outsiders much, but it looks like they're the key to finding our ghost.
I will be utterly charming.
I'll have Sorrel bring the beacon to the base. Between it and the Ortolans, we're bound to have a breakthrough. We'll be there when you're through dealing with the Ortolans.
I'm looking for the remains of a ship called the Star Runner, which you took from the distress beacon site. It is truly an honor to meet one such as yourself.
No offense, but Master, why can't you Sith just become one with the Force when you die?
I will release you when I've defeated my enemy. I do no one's bidding but my own. And how exactly do I enact revenge on ancient dead assassins? I met the ghost, and he needs me to get inside an ancient temple.
Then it's true! My peers in the service laughed when I said it was on Hoth, but now, yes! It's the only thing that makes sense. Your ghost said he was a follower of Ludo Kresh, and that Naga Sadow's assassins killed him. Sith! Do you realize what you've done?
Can you get me inside, or can't you?
I wouldn't miss a discovery like this for all the scrolls in the Dark Temple. We're talking about the fabled Sadoween, Naga Sadow's personal order of assassins, myth made real. Don't worry, I'll get you inside. I've been circumventing the security of ancient tombs since I was old enough to hold a data spike in a pair of pliers.
Glad to hear it.
Let me just gather up my equipment here. All right, let's go.